It's time for Wealth Wednesday, and today I'm joined by FirstOntario and Aviso Wealth's investment specialist, Yvonne Delry, and senior wealth advisor, Andrew Ostasz. They're here to provide investment advice, and today we're talking about income splitting strategies. We're going to learn something, at least I'm going to learn something today, and hopefully you will too. Income splitting, let's talk about it. What is it?
So basically, income splitting is where we try to equalize out income between family members. And it is transferring income from the higher earning spouse to the lower earning spouse. Yeah. So in Canada, we are on a graduated income tax scale. So basically that means that if you make more money, you have to pay more taxes. So we try to equalize out the income. So in Canada, I mean, income tax is important for all of our social programs. So hospitals, policing, rec centers, Canadian Armed Forces. But if we can reduce taxation to increase after-tax income, then families will have more disposable income for expenses, emergency savings, paying down debt, allocating this to other savings goals. Mm-hmm.
So Andrew, how do we use this strategy effectively?
Yeah, so the strategies really depend on your age, your income level, and how that income is earned. So in your earning years, one simple approach is for the higher income spouse to pay for most of the household expenses, which then frees up the lower income spouse to invest and grow assets in their name. That will minimize the tax bill overall. Another easy one would be utilizing tax-free savings accounts, TFSAs. So both spouses will have their own TFSA room. The higher income spouse can gift money to the lower income spouse without attribution rules to grow and max out their TFSA. All the withdrawals and the growth in that account are all tax-free, which of course is a big win. Mm-hmm. And lastly, if you own a business, you can pay a reasonable salary to a spouse who is helping with the business. Just make sure it's legitimate and well documented.
Right. So you mentioned earning years. What about retirement years? Does it change?
Yeah, so this is where a couple more doors open up. And as you know, in retirement, every dollar counts. Mm-hmm. So there's two main strategies here. The first, if you are over the age of 65, you can split up to 50% of eligible pension income with your spouse. So this includes things like RIF withdrawals, RSP annuities, and defined benefit pensions. And secondly, there's Canada Pension Plan sharing, CPP sharing. So if both spouses agree, you can share your CPP benefits with your spouse, depending on the amount of time you've lived together while contributing. Mm-hmm. So there's a bit of a calculation there.
Right.
So both of those strategies will help with tax minimization and income equalization.
Got about 90 seconds. Are there government benefits we can also take advantage of?
Yes.
Okay.
So if we reduce income between spouses, any income tested government program, you can maybe increase your benefit. So this can include the child tax benefit, a guaranteed income supplement, and then in retirement, it may reduce if you have the OAS clawback, okay. So the tax recovery system on there. So there are multiple strategies. You want to utilize the CRA rules legitimately. Mm-hmm. So work with your financial advisor, work with your tax specialist to make sure that you are doing this properly, right? So yeah, so there's a couple strategies there.
Okay, just under a minute. Do we have any other advice in terms of income splitting? Are a lot of couples taking advantage of this?
I think that if you work with your tax specialist, then you can legitimately, again, you want to be careful of attribution rules.
Okay.
That is kind of the main pitfall that you want to make sure that you are legitimately using. If you are gifting to minor children, a lot of people think, let me put it in trust. Mm-hmm. So you want to be careful of attribution rules there. You want to be careful of attribution rules, gifting money to spouses, so things like that.
All right, great advice. And I know you have your catchphrase that you want to get.
Dream, plan, achieve.
Yeah, you got to do that. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Perfect.
More Morning Live coming up after the break. Good morning.